morning, family of fast. Matt Mosman, the Chief Endurance Officer over at EndurElite. I was on my way to the gym today to get super swole when an interesting article popped up in my email titled, "Weight Training is Better Than Cardio for Older Adults." Now, usually my BS alarm would go off here, or I wouldn't buy into this like clickbait type of title, but I was like, I like weight training. I like cardio. I'm kind of an old fart. So against my better judgment, I clicked on the email and it opened up and there was a huge article explaining why weight training is better than cardio for older adults. But it was written by a less than reliable or good source. But the good news for us is there was actually a research study mentioned in the article. So instead of reading that fluffy bullshit article, I went right to the research study to kind of find out why they are claiming that the weight training is better than cardio for older adults. So open up the research study. And the research study examined the effects of basically weight training and a diet versus diet and cardio as it relates to body composition. So lean muscle mass and fat tissue. So the study was done by Kristen Beavers at Wake State. And basically what she did is she took a group of 250 older adults, so in their 60s, that were a little bit overweight, and she put them into one of three groups. The first group was a diet-only group. The second group was diet and weight training, and the third group was diet and cardio. So this whole study was 18 months long. So they did the diet for 18 months, they did the diet and the weight training program for 18 months, and they did the diet and a cardio program for 18 months where the cardio involved walking, with the end result trying to figure out which method or which group had the greatest changes in body composition. So preserving lean mass and losing fat mass is what they were really looking at. So at the end of the 18 months, the researchers did their researchy things, calculated all the data, and so on and so forth. And what they found was the group that did the diet plus the weight training were able to preserve the greatest amounts of lean mass while also losing the greatest amounts of fat. Surprisingly, as the researchers found that the diet plus cardio actually lost more lean muscle mass than the diet group alone, which is really, really interesting, but not. So these results or these findings aren't like, aha, it's something we kind of all know. And here's why. Basically, when you're doing a weight training program, it's a very anabolic activity, or muscle building, or in this case, muscle preserving. Where on the other hand, cardio plus diet is more of a catabolic activity, so it breaks down muscle tissue. So it's not surprising that the researchers discovered what they did, that the weight training plus diet led to the greatest effects as far as preserving lean muscle mass and fat mass compared to the other couple groups, just because of the anabolic nature of the weightlifting and the catabolic nature of the cardio or the walking. So the title is still, it doesn't sit well with me because it's, it's not necessarily better, it's different, and it really depends on what you want to do too as you age, and it doesn't account for what you actually like to do. So, if you like weightlifting and you want to do that, that's great. If you want to do cardio and you like that, that's great. Both are very healthy activities, and yeah, you probably are going to lose more lean muscle mass as you age just from sarcopenia to begin with, but if you continue to do cardio exercise, it probably is going to be a little more catabolic. So what's the solution? Well, it's easy. You do both as you age. So usually my recommendations, if you want to remain a competitive endurance athlete, or if you're just looking to stay in shape as you get older, you can still do the cardio, but I would definitely and highly recommend you get your butt in the gym at least 2 to 3 times a week. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. You can go in for 30 minutes, do a lot of compound movements, and get a good workout and preserve that lean muscle tissue so you can remain a competitive endurance athlete, and then beyond that, to kind of lessen sarcopenia and then have a better quality of life as far as like functional mobility and activities of daily living, because that is important. As you get older, you definitely want to preserve lean muscle mass. So that is all I have for today, my endurance friends. Really, the take-home point is as you get older, lift weights, continue doing your cardio, eat a healthy diet, and you'll be right as rain. So if you have an older buddy like over like 35, which is old as dirt, please share this video with them. If you want other videos like this on endurance training, nutrition, supplementation, other random musings, busting the BS, subscribe to the EndurElite YouTube channel or head on over to the EndurElite blog at www.endurelite.com. Get social with us on Instagram and our super awesome Family of Fast Facebook page. Try to say that 3 times fast. And until next time, stay fueled, stay focused, stay fast, and stay informed.